We are live. Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here, and I'm here with Jean Peter today because we're going to make mini journals. But let's do the normal Kim thing and quick weather report. It is currently 25 degrees Celsius, which is 29 with the humidex, which means it is 77 degrees Fahrenheit with 84 with the humidex. Currently air conditioned 3, so it's a high, normal, still a little bit dicey for me out there. And that's it. Welcome, Jean. Glad to have you. We're going to make some mini journals. And
Awesome.
I was thinking that if you guys make mini journals and you end up with lots of them, send them to Jean for Defy. Please. She can always use them.
So I was playing before we came on. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool. Hey, Belinda.
Hi, Belinda. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
This is
So,
acrylic paint that was on my glass mat, and I scraped it off with the razor blade, and it felt like gold leaf. So I put some glue down and glued it down, and
I like it.
yeah,
So if you did it like on not necessarily your glass mat, but maybe a piece of parchment paper or something, would that work good too? Hey,
I don't
Anne,
know.
welcome.
I don't know if it would come off parchment paper as well. Maybe freezer wrap, maybe,
Maybe freezer wrap.
or
Yeah,
or a
it's possible.
silicone mat of some sort.
Yeah,
Hi, Anne.
welcome. We're going to do some mini journals because I need
We
something brainless. So I pulled out scraps of scrap paper from the pad that I got from the neighbor. So they had all kinds of like boxes and things on it, and I cut them down. I figured I could use them in a regular journal as pages because when it's folded in half it would be interesting, but I think I'm just going to make some mini journals and use these as my covers.
There you go. I got all kinds of things sitting here. Now I just got to figure out which ones I want to use.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to throw these together like I do regular signatures for journals with whatever I happen to have in the box beside me, and I'll tear them down so that they fit, and I might fold because these are 12 inches and the papers that we usually use are 11, right?
Uh
So
huh.
I might just probably should have folded them differently instead of in half. If I folded them off center, then I could have had a fold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not thinking today. So if you guys are doing this and you've got scrap paper from uh, paper books or whatever they are, the bundles of scrapbook paper, that's it. So they're 12 inches across. And what I was saying is, I folded these in half. Look, I got little bits, like, goodness. Um, so instead of folding it this, like, straight in half, if you fold it this way, and then you could fold this one in so it would either be a flap over the journal for the closure, or I could glue it down as a pocket, or it could be a flip out. So I should have folded these ones that way, and I think I'm going to. I'm going to change that because I can. And it makes more sense to me. So, how are you guys? What have you been working on? What's new and exciting? And see, it doesn't have to be level. This is Junk Journal 101. Oh, circles. Love it.
I forgot I had those papers.
You are mass assembling lasagna. All right. When I make lasagna, I like to do that too. It's just as easy to make 2 or 3 as it is 1. Hey, Sherry, welcome, welcome. We're just going to do some mini junky type journal things today. I'm just using up some scrapbook paper, and I folded it in half, and I decided that I don't like it. So I'm folding it so that it's off center. And Jean's having fun with circles.
Yes, I have
I like
quite a
that.
few of these. I just don't know what I want to do with them yet.
I like it. Perfect, Dad. Perfect. A lot of times I buy those little foil things with the lids that you can freeze
Yeah.
when I do the lasagnas. That seems to work good. So you're using those. I wonder if I have a stack. I know I've got stuff on this desk. And normally I would use gel prints for that or roller offs, but I've got all this scrapbook paper that I was gifted, and we know I'm not going to use it unless I do something like this with it or put it on the gel plate. I've got stacks of paper, bits of old calendar. These are going to go in. It's a little big, but that's okay. You know what? That's just fine. Nice. I did that once, maybe twice. I do have folders with colored, like each color of gel print. I think this one's going to go in here. They don't have to all be the same size pages, right? This one too is tall.
I just organized my jelly prints too. Ready to use. It still needs more work.
Yeah. I know, it just never seems to end. I just keep accumulating papers and things, right? Like, let me go fold this up so that it fits. That's going to be a pocket there. This, I think, is going to end up being a flip out with a pocket, like that. So I folded it up. So I've got this one, so I can open it. I'll have a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. So I'm just going to glue that down while I'm thinking of it. Okay, Belinda, thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. Have a good weekend if I don't see you beforehand. Sherry, doing anything special for Canada Day? Junk Journal July? What is that? You make a junk journal a day or a page a day or something like that?
Well, it's not exactly just using junk because I had the paper, but I think I'm just going to do this, just 2 pages.
Oh, that's cool.
But it flips and folds a lot of directions.
Yeah. That's fun.
Now I gotta find my stitching stuff because I took it out of here.
I'm just going to add a few more pages and then I'm going to stitch them down too. Oh, they've got a daily prompt list? Where is this, Sherry?
I think.
I don't need any more projects, but I might be tempted to do that one for sure.
Okay.
Oh, see, I didn't think of that either. That's too far. You know what? It's going to go in there anyways because this is just going to be a true little junky journal kind of thing because I can.
That's
Right?
right.
I've got so many calendar pages that have such beautiful pictures on that I want to use up. But because they're gloss paper, things don't stick nice like you can write on it. But Scrimping Mommy and Meg journals? Okay. I'm going to have to check that. Is it a YouTube channel? Sherry? Is it a YouTube channel or a group on Facebook? Okay. I will definitely have to check those out. Oh, that's a nice ring.
That's the Ring doorbell. My husband just walked in
Ah.
again. On Fridays, he comes and goes a lot.
Yeah. Hey, look. I lopped off a hunk of this one. Well, we're just going to cut more of that off. So what kind of prompts do they have, Sherry? Do you know? Has it started yet? I'm so nosy, eh? Come to Kim's channel, get the 3rd degree. Nosy old bat. You know, all of the above.
Well, that's kind of fun. Now I wish I'd used white paper circles.
Yeah.
I put some pages in it. The
Okay.
paper pizza look kind of like hearts.
It does.
I think I'll decorate the cover before I start another book.
And you can tuck from the top, right? Because they're kind of like pockets.
Well, no, there's no pockets in this one, but they all flip out to give you a big page to work on. So you could technically have a whole lot of pages, you know?
Yeah.
Even though they
It could be a pizza journal.
Oh, it could. It could. Well, only half a pizza journal.
Yeah.
Or you could use it to write your favorite recipes for pepperoni pizza, hamburger pizza, cherry pie, apple pie, and all that.
Yeah. I like it.
It's silly. I like it. Silly's a good thing.
Silly is a good thing. I definitely like silly.
I was texting my granddaughter last night, and she's only 9. And she had made a heart-shaped cherry pie.
Really?
And it out of clay or something. I don't know. It looked good enough to eat. saw us telling her I was going to come over and eat some of it. No, silly grandma, it's not real.
But I want it to be real.
Yeah, it looked good enough to eat to me. Okay, what do I want to put on here? And see, I only use half a circle, so I can make another one.
Perfect. I'm just fiddling. Just fiddling.
Me too.
Oh, pocket tags. Gratitude. Okay. Glue. Yeah, I thought of doing like a prompt month kind of thing too. Um, I've done it on my YouTube, not my YouTube, my Facebook group, where I'll do like a prompt a day. So you start with a piece of paper and you just keep adding to it, whatever the prompt is that day. I had some fun with that.
That sounds fun.
And the nice thing is it's something like, you've got a piece of paper and it might be 7 green triangles. You could do them any way you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have free printables you can download. That sounds cool too. I just may have to check that one out. Okay, I'm getting far too many glossy pages in this. I need some more regular paper stuff. I'm just going to use all this scrapbook paper in one because I can, and it's being used up. Did you sew yours, Jean?
I did. I just did 2 holes.
Okay.
It's easier for me to do that than reach over and get my long neck stapler.
Yep. So I've got this one page that really sticks out. It's going to go because it's just going to get damaged. Let's find another piece of plain that I can use. I just have major stack of calendar pages because I've just decimated a bunch of calendars. But the pictures are so nice. I figured, I could throw them in journals, but I got such a stack of them. Gotta use them. Must use them. Okay, I got this one. Fold that up too. We'll do a flip out. Like the other one. Maybe I should have done it the other way. Oh well. All's good. I think actually I'm going to make a whole bunch of like little journals. I'm going to decorate them pretty plainly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that?
Not yet, but we'll see.
Yeah. And I've been thinking of doing digitals and doing them on Etsy.
Uh-huh.
So maybe I could do a couple of like little journals for cheap and get rid of.
What else would be kind of cool? If you made these little journals and just decorated the cover and, not everybody understands using book pages and stuff, but if you just use paper,
Yeah.
and leave them laying around.
Like abandoned art?
Yeah. You could write, tell me what you think. Maybe somebody will pick it up and people will write in it. I don't know.
I like it. But you know what? I have abandoned journals for Flood the Streets with Art. I did 6 half magazine. Like I cut the magazine in half.
Uh-huh.
and then I folded the pages in and made little journals. I did 6 of those and I abandoned them. And I don't know that anybody has collected any of my stuff, but I will definitely. We've got little libraries all over the place here. So I might just do that. And like you say, write in it. What do you think? How was your day today?
Uh-huh.
And I can put little cards in the pockets, just I can use some blank tags and some pretty tags. Oh, I like that idea. Either that or you're going to get another box full of stuff.
Well, I start packing next week, so.
Oh, well, they won't get to you in time.
Oh, I got a lot to pack. And I only pack for a couple of hours because it's all in the garage.
Yeah.
Although the temperatures are much better here now. We've been in the hundreds, the high hundred, or well, not, super high hundreds, but 104 and up every
Yeah.
day. And today is only 85 right now.
Wow. That's nice. That is definitely nice. I'm going to run a strip of glue. I cut this bag into sections. So I'm just going to run a strip of glue down this bottom. Fold it to go in here. Oh, I should throw in an envelope too. Oh, I'm making a big mess. I figure if I put 10 pages in, that's a nice sized little journal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, music paper. I can use music paper too. Need to trim that down or fold it. What if I open this? Hmm. Hmm. Kind of excited. My neighbor behind me retires. It's her last day of work today. She's a teacher and she's retiring. And when she's home for the summers and spring break and stuff, we manage to get out and walk quite often. So I'm really looking forward to having her around so that we can walk more because I sure need to do something a little bit more active, if you know what I mean.
Yes, and I can still use them. I think that's going to be one of those ongoing things that I have that goes out. That way, for those that want to just decorate and don't want to make, they've got it.
Yeah, I like making signatures and I like making bits. Putting them together is a totally different story. I don't know if that's a normal thing or not.
Who says we have to be normal?
Well, I know that it's nobody can ever accuse me of being normal.
I had a doctor tell me after a heart cath that I was fine. There was my heart, I was normal, and I said, "Oh, I've never been accused of that before."
Good for you. Love it. Love it. I have a knife right here. And asked you a question, Jean.
Uh-huh. Yes, I answered her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the second question.
Hi, Raul. Welcome, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. I would love some of those, Anne. Both kinds.
How you
I
doing
like.
today, Raul? Just making some little mini journal things with a bunch of scrap papers, and then Jean suggested I leave them around with things like how was you what are you thinking, or you know, little things to prompt people to write in them, and I'm going to leave them in the little libraries around town. Oh, neuropathy is stupid. Do you find that it's affecting your drawing at all, Raul? I might put a cluster in too. I've got a lot of clusters. What do you think, Jean? Just stick a couple of little clusters in, and
I think that sounds like a perfect idea.
just so that they get more ideas. Okay, I want 10 pages. Six.
Okay, this is a cute little book and all, but it's really hard to use anything the normal sizes.
Right.
Like I made this little edge kind of tuck thing.
Yeah.
Then I was going to put a tag in it, but it's too big.
Okay.
So I think this might be one of those little books that you just do art on.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I like little books to just do art on. I like doing art on darn near anything.
Yeah.
Miriam
Well,
had
I agree. I agree.
Miriam had posted something she'd done. Uh, Pain is a villain, definitely. She'd done a little drawer thing out of cardboard, and she decorated it, and it's a beautiful little piece of furniture. And I said,
Cool.
yeah, I've got some painted furniture too. Go figure. So she said she wanted to see it, so I sent her pictures on her uh, Facebook group. And as I'm going around the house taking pictures of the stuff that I've painted, I'm thinking, wow, I am so lucky to have the husband that I've got. I think I have 10.
Mine used to have everything in the house was white because his dad was a painter, and that's just what they do,
Yeah.
that. And so when we moved over here, I mean, I was able to finally get some light colored walls. And then when we moved over here, he built his man cave and painted the walls yellow with turquoise trim.
Oh.
And now my house has got all colors on it. It's like, if he can do it, so can I.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, my house has lots of different colors. I admit it. But I mean, I paint things right on my walls too. I'm like I say, I'm so fortunate to have the husband I've got. I've got hot air balloons and painted a bookcase on a door and butterflies in my dining room. And you've seen my baseboards and stuff down here. And I've got a cityscape in my bedroom because, yeah, you know. Oh, thanks, Anne. My sister keeps going, why are you painting your furniture? It just gets lost in everything. And I said, yeah, it's okay. It just makes me happy. So, whatever, right?
That's right.
Just the way it
My
is.
my studio walls have drawings and signatures all over it. You can't see so much of it anymore because there used to be a lot more wall showing. And I
Yeah.
slowly, accumulated stuff on the walls and everything else, but a little bit of it peeks through. But everyone that's ever came in here has signed my walls.
Oh, excellent. I haven't done that. I should do that.
Even the furniture guys, when they delivered my furniture, came in and signed my wall.
Perfect. Perfect. I'm just off grabbing something to sew my signatures with. I'm back. I just had to go. I knew where it was. Look, I'm just using crochet thread, of course, because it's what I've got.
Well, I had somebody come over and take a bunch of my papers to sew signatures. And so all my signature stuff is actually in the other room. But since I'm in the studio, there's always something that'll work.
Yeah, there truly, truly is.
Thanks, Sherry. I don't know what it is or what it's ever going to be, but someday it'll grow up and make that decision.
Yeah, I get that too. It's like, what do you want to be when you grow up, or what? Especially if I pull out hamburger out of the freezer, it's what are you going to be when you thaw out? Yeah, I've been checking your latest drawings, Raul. I like the short videos. The wait, you think with a needle with this size hole, I'd be able to thread it without a problem?
Thanks. I only use purple glue because I can see where I've been.
Do you find that it stays stuck though, Jean? I bought purple glue and I'm having to redo so much stuff because it's
Oh,
a
really? This one I use, the Scholastic glue stick, which I haven't found it lately. I'm hoping that when school starts, it'll show back up. If not, I'm going to have to find something else. I have stuff I've glued paper to wood, and it's stuck for years. So
that's
not all
awesome.
of them, but I like that one. It is a little bit wetter than a lot of other glues,
Yeah.
but I really like it.
Well, I got. Who was I watching? They were swearing by Amazon glue sticks. So I broke down and got some because I don't like glue sticks to begin with. And not a big fan, to be honest.
There's a secret, in my opinion, there's a secret to glue sticks that not everybody does. And you use a lot. Be very generous with your glue stick, press your stuff down, and then you burnish it. And
Okay.
when I say burnish, you can do it like this and burnish it. But what I do is I use the side of my hand and I go like this.
Okay, so it's got the heat too
Yeah,
then.
that's what and I mean, I don't know that that's what makes it work, but that's what I do.
Okay. Hey,
And
Barbara, welcome, welcome.
hi, Barbara.
Just making some fun little journals to, because I got so much paper, Barbara. I want to use some up. And I figured making little journals, and I'm going to use them for art abandonment. So they're not going to be overly decorated. They're just going to be papers and have a couple of tags, maybe a cluster in. Not going to be one of my fully blinged out hand decorate every single page journals, if that makes sense. Oh no, it broke. Rats. Let's start again. Okay, you iron your glue stick pages. Yeah, I think I'm just a little bit lazy for that. I'll admit it. I mean, I've been known to iron some strange things. And I have ironed my tea dyed pages and things.
I have a little bitty iron I like to use once in a while. The big iron, that's saved for clothes. I don't know where it's at.
Well, I know that one of my irons is in the shop for Ron gluing veneer down. And I do have the one for when I'm quilting and things so that it's clean to use. And then I have the Horkin huge one from when I do vinyl stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, you made an extra hole. And now you've made another extra hole. Well, this journal is definitely oops, junky. It's okay. I can add bling, right? I can add bling and make that pretty.
There you go. I can't. I don't have bling.
I
I know.
showed you that bag that I just got. Um, I have a fiber artist friend. She taught and
Oh,
toured
yeah.
and taught and everything, like just incredible. So her hands and eyesight aren't 100% anymore. So she sent me this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I mean, I've never seen little bird sequins and seashells, and it's just a blast. So there's going to be a lot of bling on some of my stuff. Hey, Angela, welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you. Have you received the one that I sent you? You were my swap partner, I believe. And I'll be honest, I don't even remember what the swap was. Napkins? No. I can't remember. But cool, that's great. I will watch. I will watch. Okay, so I have a little junky journal, and I am going to add just a little bit of bling and stuff to it, some tags, some little bits of folded paper, and I am going to abandon it. So that's one. We'll do number 2. Clusters, yes! Clusters, oh my goodness. You would think I remember stuff that I send away. Really? Obviously not. Oh, those are the. Yeah, I remember. Because I did clusters on here for that. This is going to be a great way to use up this scrapbook paper. I'm going to use a lot of this. But again, because it had these, I figured they would be good in a journal because they've got like the bare spots, right? But there again, if I fold it in half, well, I'm going to fold this one in half. This one can get folded in half. Ooh, I didn't cut this one very straight. It's really wobbly. I might just wobble cut that whole thing. Here we go. All the way around. Pages don't have to be flat. Well, you know what I mean. I don't want to get things out either. I don't have enough counter space for all the junk I've got, though. This one. See, I can trim that down and use that in a pocket. This one, too. Okay. Collection for the next one. You are frustrating cussy cutting. You need to save the yellow borders for beaks. You don't have to. I'm sure you can find something else in there to use. Like anything with a brownie kind of tone. Or black. Beaks don't have to be yellow. You guys don't have to be like me and save every quarter-inch square of paper that you've got. Right, Jean?
Right. I don't. I just make scraps as I need them.
Well, I do both. Because, I mean, if I've got like something like this, I keep it because I will use it as grasses on a card or something. It's the Kim effect. Well, thanks. I'm contagious now. There could be worse things. Really, right? Oh, another air quality warning. That's horrible. I doped myself up so heavy to go to Winnipeg on Wednesday. Oh, but I did it. I did it. Okay, that's going to be the outside one. Then I'll have this one. That can just get folded in half.
What did you use for pages in your book?
Which book?
Any of your books that you're making? Was it all scrapbook paper?
No.
Yes, I know. I was here. I just wasn't paying very good.
Scrapbook paper, uh, paper calendar. Like this is actually paper. Glossy calendar, scrapbook paper, a map, another calendar page or two, music paper, pharmacy bag, scrapbook paper.
Okay.
So it's a mix.
I just have so much different stuff here. I wasn't sure what I wanted to use.
Oh, thanks, Barbara. I'm glad. I'm glad. So, like I say, I'm going to just abandon these. I'm going to put things on so that people will actually write in here and get an idea of what to do with it. Oh, I have no idea, but my daughter circled and wrote cool on these. Oh, must be when her kids were staying with me. Circled and one of the kids wrote cool underneath it. You know, my kids have no boundaries in my house. I was um I have a running shopping list and it says all out of, and one daughter writes down sanity. And then I had another shopping list and they added rhino steaks to it. Like you just have to really kind of go with the flow in my house, obviously. But I kind of just laugh and say, yeah, raise them right. I'm going to cut off this green strip because it's a little tall for my book. Nice. I like sharing food. I'll be honest. I like the fact that that one friend has me come over and cook along with her. You know, I wasn't going to do this and trim the pages down so they would fit in the book. So why I'm doing it, I don't know. But that's okay. Yeah, I don't like to mop floors either.
I don't like to cook, but I would cook for anybody if they'd sweep and mop for me.
Yeah.
I would go do somebody's dishes if they'd sweep and mop for me.
Yeah, I'm really fussy about when I do my sweeping and mopping because the action on my wrist, I'm useless for 2 or 3 days after it. And it's like, oh, there's other things I want to do. Like
Yeah,
this. But when I have to have like my full brace on, I can't move my hand at all or my wrist. So it's totally stupid. You know, you tired of all of it? Oh no, chat disconnected, successfully connected. Okay. Yeah, I get tired of some of that stuff too.
I don't have company most of the time, so I don't worry about it.
Well, my company is usually just the kids and grandkids, so I don't really worry about it either. My
Well, I
kids
always,
grew up with it, and the grandkids have been here often enough that,
my theory is if you don't like it, you know where I keep everything.
yeah. Do you know what, Gina? I actually had a friend that would do that. She would come over and she would just go, Kim, and automatically start vacuuming or washing floors or something. And it's like, you don't have to come.
That's right. If you think that you want to come see my house, then you just come when I'm not here.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I've got mold growing on the countertop or anything.
No, I cleaned all that off.
When my kids were little, yeah, I did because we were doing experiments. I always had strange things growing on my countertop. Let's see what kind of mold this produces, right? But it was in a jar. It wasn't right on the counter.
Yeah, I was being silly. I don't have mold growing.
Me neither, not anymore.
I just cleaned my front door yesterday, and I'm like, when was the last time I did that?
Oh, I can't remember when I've done it either.
I'm lucky I can remember to water the dogs. Luckily, they can kind of let me know that they need it, so that's good.
Yeah. Hmm. You know, if I use this one. Do you save these things too, guys? When you've got like a roll of foil or something that's got a rip off edge, do you save those so you can do this kind of thing too?
I never thought about it. I just use my ruler most of the time.
Yeah, I like the jaggy edge though that some of them leave.
Yeah.
Nice, Barbara. Oh, I haven't even thought of using that for stamps, like for the postage. I've always used those edging scissors. Well, I'm just going to have to chop up a whole bunch and do some postage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more. Oh, you're too big, aren't you? Yes, you are. Rats. I could cut it down.
Has your work ever talked back to you?
No, but I do argue with myself and lose.
It's okay. And it's okay to talk to yourself, too.
Yeah.
It's just bad when you say, "Huh? What did you say?"
Yeah, no, it's the arguing and losing because I'll talk myself out of doing things, and it's like, all right, and I do narrate, like I'll do what I'm doing here now, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and my kids just laugh. They're used to it. I am probably using my fabric scissors on paper, but I doubt it. Let me see. I don't even know where my scissors went. These ones? These ones? These are dollar store scissors. Nice, Barbara. That's really nice. See, that would go in a full size journal, though. Hmm. See, that's way over. And because I've got it folded so that it's angle pockets, should I fold it in? Will it lose the effect? I'm going to save that one. See, talked myself out of it. Thanks, guys. Oh, no, not my pinking shears. No, no, I've got those edging scissors. They've got all different kind of scallops and things. And I've got one that kind of looks like a postage stamp. Ah, gel print. You can go. And a piece of dyed loose leaf. Very cool, Barbara. Very cool. Yeah, Angela, you know what? I do have fabric scissors. Yes, I use them for paper because I'm not doing any proper sewing anymore. All my sewing machines are still broken. I know, Barbara. I know. I have to call Kelly. Um, so until I get my sewing machines fixed, and then I'm just going to use it more for paper. I don't really sew fabric anymore. Fingerprints on the door. And improper sewing? Well, I don't like to sew. I do like to quilt, but I don't like clothes and stuff. I usually do like those fake paper towels where it's cotton on one side and flannel on the other, and you just serge kind of or zigzag around the edge and sew an X through the middle so that it's just a fancy rag as far as I'm concerned. But you can roll them up and put them on a paper towel roll and then reuse them. Those I sew. And like I say, quilts. But for clothes and stuff anymore, no, no, no. Yes, Angela, I do.
I use my sewing machine more for paper than anything else.
Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to do, and it didn't work because I'm not, just not. Okay, this needs to be cut down. Use this again. I do all kinds of things, Angela. Depends on my mood of the day.
When people ask me, "What do you do?" I always just say, "Well, I don't knit and I don't tat."
Oh, I don't tat. I do knit.
I tried once, I wasn't very good at it.
I was taught to crochet first. So because I always held the yarn in my left hand, and my mother was British, so she always used the right hand to go the yarn over thing, right? And then when we had the cottage, there was a lady from Germany in the cottage next to us, and she taught me how to knit German style, where you hold the yarn in your left hand as well. So you're not doing that over and whatever. And it just worked so nicely for me. Maybe I'll do that one live. I'll do some knitting. Yeah, mine need to go for more than just a checkup. And I'm thinking that a lot of the problem I've been having with the sewing machines lately is because my thread is so old, like because I haven't been sewing, I can only use short pieces because it knots up, it twists and knots so bad from being on the spool for so long. Oh, that's really awesome, Barbara. That's like the scrubbies for the kitchen. Out of that scrubby yarn, a lot of times they get that greasy smell. I just put them in the dishwasher when I'm doing dishes. Yeah. So I've got 3 machines and they all need to go for service. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. This needs a bit of a trim. Where am I going to trim?
All my sewing machines have been serviced, but then they haven't been used since then. So, well, I can't say that. I use mine, my main sewing machine, and my sister has the one, my Kenmore that I got for graduation, and then I have my original one that I got when I for Christmas or something like that. I don't remember, but I have 4 machines and I have a serger, but I have no idea how to use the serger.
Yeah, I know that feeling very well. I have a serger. I broke a needle and I haven't managed to get it back together or, running nicely since. I
Yeah,
just need to sit down and do it, but I have to have the interest in order to sit down and do it.
I understand that. My serger was given to me, and it's just really not something I told her I didn't want it. She says, "Here, you might want it." I'm like, "No, I don't." And of course, I can't get rid of it
Yeah.
because I never know if she's going to ever say, "How are you doing with that?"
Yes, I understand that quite well also. I think I want my all.
You were talking about those paper towel things. I'd never even heard of them until just the other day, where
Oh, I love them.
they were called unpaper towels and they had them
Yeah,
all rolled up and everything.
yeah,
I was like, oh, because I got so much flannel.
yeah.
I I didn't realize they were cotton on the other side
Well,
too.
they
So
don't have to be, but because I've got lots of old sheets, I use the sheets on one side and flannel on the other.
oh,
But they don't have to be cotton on one side. That's just the way I do them. Again,
oh,
Kim does things, you know. Kim's in her
yeah.
own world and she's happy there.
Well, that's good. That's not a bad thing.
No, unless somebody asks me for a recipe, don't just don't ask me for. Because to me, recipes are just a suggestion.
That's what my husband says about the speed limit.
Yeah. Well, I have to admit I have a bit of a lead foot too, but I've gotten much better.
Well, I think he has too, because the last trip we took cost us $186.
Oh, yeah, I've never had one of those, so I've been very lucky. Hey, Janice, welcome. We're
Hi,
just making
Janice.
little journal things and chatting. Yeah, I've got like an industrial leather machine. Lady was making gauntlets and uh, mucklucks and stuff. And because I do denim quilts, I figured I would purchase it because my daughter was making mucklucks. She took a course and then she never showed an interest in it. And I've got this horkin' huge antique industrial machine, weighs I don't even know what it weighs. It's brutal, is all I know.
Our neighbors across the street, I'm sure I've told you some of the stories about that lady over there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that her parents were actually upholsterers, and
Oh,
and they have a very large Singer industrial machine. It's got like a 24-inch throat,
wow.
and they were trying to get rid of it, and I was like, if I'd have seen that at another time, I would have found a place for it.
Yeah.
But now it's like there's no place for it. There's just no place.
Yeah. Angela, I posted Jean's channel in the description of this one if you're looking for her channel. Oh, were you asking for Jean's channel or Aunt Beck's? There, that one's sewed together much nicer. Those are cute little journals.
I'm
Cute.
kind of thinking this one I'm making, I'm going to have to keep.
Uh-huh. I'm not laughing. Uh-huh.
It's a book in a book,
Nice.
and it's really color coordinated. So,
Oh,
we
I
did,
don't know how to color coordinate.
well,
Surprise.
it is for me anyway. So that's my cover. That was a thank you card. And then this was an invitation.
Oh,
And then I made a little tiny book that goes in the pocket.
beautiful.
And that's just a piece of painting paper. I don't know, appealed to me. And then magazine. And these were all punched to be bound in a
Yeah.
cinch. And I had changed my mind. So
You got
you
a
could
punch
run,
like that? That's cool.
yeah. Nothing fancy, but I really like it.
It
This was
is.
this was a greeting card, a full size greeting card, and I just cut it down to fit. It's just kind of
Perfect.
cute.
It
And it's a
is.
Hallmark.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, I kind
Oh,
of
see,
like it.
you've glued little pockets in. I'm just folding pages up to use
Well,
as pockets.
a lot of the paper that I've grabbed isn't big enough to do the folding up, so
Okay.
I'm having to yeah, do the other. Glue them in.
This is fun. I used scrapbook paper, ledger paper, calendar, scrapbook paper, coffee dyed or tea dyed or something. Paper, bag, painty paper. This is dyed loose leaf or, writing paper. And another calendar page. So use that stuff, guys. Grab some papers and throw them together in little pocket-sized journals that you can tuck in a purse, or abandon someplace. And like Jean says, put in little questions so that people can get an idea of writing in it. I do have those printed pages. How to use your journal, like a note from the bookmaker kind of thing.
Yeah.
That I could tuck in or paper clip in or something. But I think I'm going to add a couple of clusters, maybe a decorative paper clip. And yeah, I'm going to just abandon them.
I just wove a tiny little strip in that punched holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cute, though.
I like it. It's different. It's not, I don't know. It's not the expected. It's totally nothing I would normally make.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I normally make anymore. I haven't made anything for so long. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't made a finished project for so long.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making a bunch of stuff. Or I just got a message from a friend that I needed to respond to. Yeah. All right.
Now I'm going to have to go in there and weave strips in all of those holes now.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I would do that. I would so do that.
Yep.
Do I have anything with holes that I could do that? I've ripped them out, so all the holes are broken.
Oh.
But there's nothing stopping me from taking something like this and then putting it down and taking my knife and cutting slits every half inch or so. And I could weave through those, right?
True. Dang it, I just lost the blade on my cutter and I can't find it.
Oh, no.
And I'm not cutting a 1/4 inch strip by hand.
No. See, I've got bins of that stuff, right? Because I save them all. We've had this conversation. Kim and her bits, right?
Yep.
Yes, I am on Instagram. Brenda, welcome. Hi, how you doing? My Instagram is KR Polton. It's also in my description box. How did the move go? Are you moved? Are you still packing? What's happening? See, I have strips. Lots of strips. I'm going to try that because that could just be a whole new thing to do. You're such a genius, Jean. This is why I like playing with you. You just inspire me to do so many strange things.
Well, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but thank you.
It is a compliment. I love it.
Yeah, I love strange things too.
Look, it works. I can do it.
There you go.
You are moved. Nice. Very nice. So, guys, new thing to do. You take a strip of paper, you lay it down on a grid of, some sort of a cutting mat like this. I just took my X-Acto knife and I just cut strips at every quarter inch. I guess these are half an inch. I'm not even sure. It could be in centimeters. No, it could be in centimeters. That's a strange size. Not quite half an inch. And I'm not counting all those little lines. I can't see that. It's just under half an inch. Anyway, you cut strips. You could do it half an inch. You could do it quarter inch, whatever. And then you take a strip of paper and you weave it through, over, under, through the holes. And look at how cool that looks. That would make such a great edging. Or a bookmark. I learned something new. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of these. They're gonna be everywhere. They're just gonna be everywhere. It's a great way to use up your strips. Oh. And you can do it so that it goes back and forth. You can have like little picture this way and then little picture that way. I like it. Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. I was only doing it because the holes were here.
You know me. I'm going to just figure out how I'm going to do it.
If it doesn't have holes, let's make holes.
Exactly. Holes are easy to make. It's patching them up after that I have. Well,
I'm not even going to glue these in. I thought about it, but I think if they fall out, then we'll put another one in.
Well, mine's long enough that I don't think it's just going to fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I kind of feel that way too. It's gotten to the point where it's a swap. They're getting something that you have made, and whatever you're sending is from your heart. And if it's not your style, you can always use it in a journal or something anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I like swaps. Not sure people,
I'm not a big fan of swaps. I've done them for so many years.
Yeah.
And it just, at one point I had so much other stuff that it was, not that I don't like other people's art. That's not the issue. The issue is I don't have room for anything else.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I've got stuff, but I love seeing the way other people do things. And I've started a journal and I'm putting everybody's stuff in that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I do appreciate everything, Anne. I like the fact that people are creating and willing to let it go. If you understand that, it's like I had a real hard time when I first started doing the art abandonment and flood the streets with art. Because you work on an art piece and that's like your baby. It's hard to let it go. And sometimes, it's going to end up in the trash. Sometimes who knows what's going to happen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that in a swap, you know somebody's going to receive it. And if it ends up in the trash, like I've learned to let things go. And I mean, I don't throw out other people's art. I put them in the journal, or I had a box saved with people's stuff in it, and I've used it in my journals and things. Wow, Brenda, yeah, still a lot of stuff to do. But that's just me, and I think too, I like making stuff so much that sending it away gives me joy because I don't know. I don't know. It's not everybody swaps. I get it. But I think that's really cute, Jean. Thank you so much.
No problem.
That could be like a belly band, even.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I didn't have any in the right color.
Well, well, I mean, this page is dyed blue, so it kind of looks gray, and that's a piece of peach paper I put through it. But still, you know, you could add just a little bit of something on top, maybe a little bit of bling, maybe I don't know what. And I'm the same way. I mean, I don't expect to get a bunch of stuff back all the time. Like, and I know that not everybody can afford to send back oodles and oodles of stuff. And I hope that I don't oversend to make somebody feel guilty or whatever. That's not the purpose. But you're right. That can cause some stress. I have had some stress over that too. But I still like just sharing, you know? And I hope they use it. Like I say, not everybody uses. I still go for the bright and bold when I send things out. So many people like the grays and beiges and
I bought me a new set of watercolors and pastels just to try to get a different color going in my book.
yeah,
I like it. I haven't really used it other than to make the swatch,
yeah,
but it's not that pastel.
yeah. I don't know that I can do pastels.
There's some
They're
brightness to
nice.
them.
Those are nice colors, though.
Yeah, I think I might like it. It's just different.
Yeah,
This little section right here is real light, but the rest of it, yeah. And I'm
yeah.
like pastels, and there's two browns in there.
Okay,
We'll see.
exactly, Angela. I usually give my journals away. I think I've sold. Well, I've had special orders. Those ones I sold, but um, for the most part, yeah, they just go. This is what I just got yesterday for our anniversary. My husband bought me Liquitex acrylic ink, and then
Cool.
got me a copper and a bronze metallic, and these brush pens to go with it. Because I was complaining, I was doing that tag journal, and I'm writing all the quotes by hand because I'm not great at lettering. It's something I absolutely love. Oh, thanks, Angela. I'm glad you like it. Really glad you like it. My, you know, basically it's my own handwriting, and I don't. I know how to do calligraphy. I used to have calligraphy sets. I don't know where it is. I do have scratch pens, but I haven't been loading them up completely with the inks. So I didn't want to waste them because they were so expensive. But you know what? I'm just going to play. I'm going to use these things and just practice some lettering.
Have you ever played with one of these?
No. Oh, is that a jantung with the melted wax for doing Easter eggs?
Um, It's similar, but this is a 0.5. And
Okay.
I just used the alcohol inks, or not alcohol inks, acrylic inks. I thought
Yeah.
I had both.
Yeah.
And it's all metal. It's actually for
Hi, Pam. Nice to see
automotive
you, honey.
detailing.
Okay.
I didn't even put a full dropper in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to close this because if I don't, I will spill it.
Well, I know about this bill thing. I'm good at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to get me one of those toys. Definitely.
Well, the one I bought, there was 2 in a package for $9.99 on Amazon.
Okay.
And then when you're done with it, it's still got ink in it, so I can't turn it upside down. But you unscrew this part off, and I'm sure you can't see that, but it's
It's a
got this
pin.
tiny fine wire to clean the tip.
Fabulous.
I'm anxious to try it with a bunch of different stuff. I have some acrylic inks like this
Yeah.
that I've had for years, and I know they're not really good because they stink,
Okay.
but I can live with the stink just to use them up.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure your window's open or whatever if there's a fan going. But
Yeah,
still, that's awesome.
it is really
Absolutely
cool.
awesome. What's it called?
I'll look it up and send you the link. I don't recall the name of it.
Okay.
Um,
Yes, Barbara, that's $1 million here in Canada. I know. I know.
okay, it just ran out, all of that, and it wasn't even a quarter of a dropper.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I need. Oh,
And
the
then,
doodles. The doodles.
yeah, that's what I bought it for, doodling.
Yeah. I mean,
I let other things go, but man, when it comes to doodling, I get what I want.
yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And
a lot of times I'll use a liner brush,
uh-huh.
but because it's so, even the handle of the brush is really fine, like it's hard to hold sometimes,
Uh-huh.
that my hand starts to ache and then I get the wobble and it goes. And sometimes I just don't want the wobble.
And I just rinsed it off in actually dirty water.
Nice. You heard it here first, guys. Kim doesn't want the wobble sometimes.
That's
I have to
it.
make another because there's two. I cut two.
I think it's the coolest thing I've bought in a long time.
That is a very cool thing.
There's another really cool thing like this, and I'm not sure that I can find mine. I was going to order a new one, and then I talked myself out of it because I have a vintage one, and I don't use it enough. I bought actually I bought 2 drafting sets.
Okay.
And this is still wet. So I bought 2 drafting sets, and these were in there, but there's also a pen, and it's called a ruling pen.
Okay.
And you dip this into the ink. This one takes a little more practice, but you dip it into the ink. And then I'm going to use it like a pen instead of as a compass.
Oh, that'd be good for mandalas, though.
Yeah, and then you can enlarge it. I mean, if you were doing, you can get a wider line.
Oh, really? I've got drafting tools. I'm wondering if I might have one of those in there.
Yeah, this was in a vintage, and there was a pen. I just don't know where the pen part is. But this is easy. But it had a couple of little compasses and a big compass, and then the pen. And you can even go and get a pretty wide line. I should be able to get a really wide line there.
Wonderful.
But it's actually a ruling pen, is what it's called.
Awesome. My drafting set also is vintage because I wanted to go into drafting and then I dropped out of school. So I do have a proper drafting set.
Yeah, I bought these at a garage sale for like $12 for both of them,
Yeah.
and it's all metal in the fancy case and all that. And yes, they're kind of rusty and worn looking, but
Sorry.
no, I see
Really?
that.
And antique. Okay. Almost like a hookah pipe or something.
Yeah, but I have the same tool for wax. I had one. I
Yeah.
loaned it to a friend, and I haven't asked for it back because I really didn't use it much. But
It's great for doing batik if you're into doing batik.
yeah, and I suppose this would work for that. But it's such a fine tip. I'm just not sure how much wax it would hold and come out and cool off because it's not a lot of wax on there.
Yeah.
So
True. And that's how they got all those really fine detailed drawings and stuff because they were in the zone.
but this was cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, I almost bought myself a new one and then I talked myself out of it because there's nothing wrong with this other than I just wanted a new one that wasn't dirty looking.
Yeah.
For no more than I using it was kind of senseless. So
I love that first one you showed. I definitely have to look for that.
yeah, you need to go through your drafting set because I'm going to bet you have that
Oh,
pen thing.
sorry, ladies. Adult channel.
You can take your hands off your ears now. I won't enable no more. I promise. Maybe. I'll try not to. Just kind of when you find a fun toy, it's just you want to share,
Yes, definitely.
especially when it's reasonable.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to look and see what they're like here.
Let me see. I just got it in, so maybe I can figure out what it was called.
See, I love like that workshop week that we both just took, Jean, and they had all that lettering and stuff, and it's gorgeous and it's beautiful. But they use like graph paper, and I just want a freehand. I don't want all the measuring and stuff. We know A, Kim doesn't measure. B, Kim doesn't cut things straight as a rule because she just doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't fussy cut. I just want to play.
Yeah. I understand.
So, that tool would just be perfect. See, now I did one with yellow. That's fun too.
It's called a detailing fine painting pen.
Detailing.
Fine painting pen. Fluid writer. I think fluid is the word I used when I looked it up.
Okay.
Oh, there's an expensive one for $19.99.
That's probably what it'll be here in Canada. Woo!
So there's some there's one that looks like it's two different. There's a lot of them on here. Let's just leave it like that. Then it's got the ruling pen. That ruling pen that I was looking for is something they also use in a masking fluid.
Okay. Oh, a masking fluid would work good too.
Yeah, and that pen's only $6.99.
Okay.
I don't know the price difference in.
I think we're at, I think it's 78 cents. We're at 78 cents to your dollar, something silly now. Anybody
Oh,
else know? Barbara? Sherry?
well, if you were going to get a ruling pen, this is the way to go right here. 3 different sizes for $7.99.
Awesome. Ruling pens. See? And then, you know what I would like about this stuff? That's the kind of stuff I could haul out to the greenhouse without having to take a suitcase worth of stuff with me. I could just
Yep,
take ink, a pen, and some paper, and that would be
yep,
perfect.
yep.
Cool, Anne. That would be awesome.
Oh,
Uh
that would
oh.
be fun.
Uh oh, Angela. Are you searching that stuff?
They
Oh,
make it
Timu.
so tempting because there's no shipping.
Yeah. And shipping's the big thing for us.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean,
I'm really sorry you broke up with Timu. They've been treating me pretty nice.
yeah.
I actually broke down and ordered something off of AliExpress the other day because I couldn't find it on Timu.
Oh, yeah. We basically have Michael's and Dollar Tree and Dollarama for getting craft supplies. There is Artist Emporium, but because they're a smaller art supply store, their prices are equal to Michael's, even though they're only bringing in art supplies. And I know that they can get it for a bit better price. I don't know. It's just very, very expensive to get high quality supplies here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 78 cents the last time I looked too. Oh, really? And that's through Timu Pam? Yeah, see,
Yeah, that is a problem, Angela. I get that.
yeah,
I
awesome.
haven't had, knock on wood, any problems with anything I've ordered. Some things that I've ordered have been kind of silly, but they've worked. So
Yeah, I get it. I just,
I spent $20 on die cuts, and I had to get small ones because I gave my granddaughter my 6 inch, or not 6 inch, 3 inch little die cut machine,
okay.
and um, she was just loving it. So that's what I bought her for her birthday, was a whole bunch of little dies to go with it. So that's one of the things we're gonna do tomorrow is we're gonna cut stuff.
Nice. Yeah, Sherry, they're called scrap chicks. And I've seen some of their stuff that's kind of higher priced too. I also have a craft shop in town here. They used to be ceramics, but now they're into the molds and all kinds of stuff. And their pricing's the same as Michael's. I just that way I just don't have to drive into the city. But they don't have everything I need. They don't sell paint or anything anymore. They used to, but Since they're not selling ceramics, they're not selling paint anymore. Oh, nice. Roller skate shoes. I remember roller skate shoes.
My daughter bought some towels, and they were like on sale for, it was under $1 a piece, and they're huge, fuzzy towels.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, see, I hadn't really planned on spending money on craft supplies either, Barbara. But because I was complaining about my handwriting, that's why Ron got me this stuff for our anniversary. So, and if I don't use it, I've got a daughter that definitely would. But at least they've got the chance to learn that, Pam. You're giving them experiences. Experiences are, the big part of learning. Gee, not getting much accomplished now, am I? You got me off on a tangent on weaving paper, and we just kind of rabbited. Chase, Alice is here.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, you're just starting, Angela? Oh. And what do you like to make? What do you want to make? And how can we show you a cheaper way of doing it? I'm all about the cheap.
That's what we've heard.
But I'm not easy.
Oh. That's funny because before, the guy I was dating before my husband, that's what I called her, or he messed around on me, and
Oh,
that's what I called her. His girlfriend was free and easy.
yeah. Journals, awesome. I like making journals too. I just need to focus on doing it. And then I get off on a tangent of Kimbits, and that's kind of where I am right now is with the Kimbits. I've probably got 6 journals underway that I really need to sit down and do.
I tend to start one project, fall in love with it, gather everything to make a bunch of them, and that's my to room thing. And then when I get tired of that, I clean that all up, put everything back in its other spots, and come up with something else.
I'm like that too, except I depends on my day, because before I started the live today, I was working on my tag book, and I really want to play with those pens and stuff, but I didn't want to get in the zone and forget to do the live. It could happen. It could happen. And then I have been doing some cleaning beside me here, and I realized that I've got way too much stuff piled up beside me again.
Surely not.
So build, knit, crochet, slow stitch. Exactly, Angela. Exactly. And the nice thing with journals is you could put all of those. You think Kimbits is such a fab name? Thanks, Barbara.
I told Kim the other day that the minute I seen her Kimbits, I knew we were going to be friends.
I thought that's so sweet, because we are, and I'm glad you like them.
Yep.
They just evolve.
Yep. My bird just flew across the room.
Oh, I like your bird. What's your bird's name?
I was just going to say, I don't know, but I just looked at her and her name is Eleanor.
Eleanor. I love it. Eleanor the eagle?
Yes, that's good. And the
Perfect.
really fun thing is I folded my paper to make her fuzzies up here on her head.
Yeah.
This is the part that was left after I cut that.
Yeah. That's a fun thing. I love it. I
I
love
like
it.
it. She's usually clipped up here on my box organizer thingy deal.
You could put a magnet on her and put her on the fridge.
Yeah, I could, but she likes to sit in here with me.
Yeah.
She's kind of partial to me.
I know. I get attached to some of my stuff too. Is there anything else that I said I was, aside from the yarn stuff, that I was going to do some videos for you, Jean?
I honestly I don't remember.
Okay.
My ideas just run amok.
Me
They're
too.
all over the place, and I don't always remember.
I'm going to ignore that phone call.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's time to say good day, because I'm not doing stuff.
Yeah,
Aside from chatting. Chatting's good too.
I've already started cleaning up. I tend to do that. I tend to put everything back. It's
You're
the
good.
only way I can keep my sanity. Between this, my stuff, and Defy stuff, I have to be somewhat organized anymore.
Yeah.
It never used to be, but it is that way now. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. You're the caretaker. Sorry that you're grieving, Angela. Yes. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And if you guys do start making little journals like this and you're going to abandon them, or if you're just making them for fun and using stuff up and don't know what to do with them, please do pass them off to Jean. She can always use signatures and stuff like that.
always.
Oh, sorry, Anne. All right. Love you guys all. Thanks for being here. And I will see you on Sunday. Have a
Bye,
good one,
all.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Mouse. Lost my mouse again. Bye.